So Kinect Star Wars recently drew the ire of the internet, not because it was another poorly controlled Kinect game, which, you know, should have made you feel like this, but instead made you feel like this. No, what really had every Tom, Dick and Han Solo up in arms was the inclusion of a dance-off minigame. Needless to say, fan reaction was negative.
As if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced.
Except they weren't silenced.
George Lucas has allowed Star Wars to fall this low.
Fans and critics alike wouldn't shut up about their hatred for the Galactic Dance-Off mode, with some even implying that it was the worst thing to happen to Star Wars since Jar Jar Binks. Even Darth Vader was pissed. But hang on a moment. Are we talking about the same Star Wars here? You see, I was born in 1980, smack bang in the midst of the original trilogy, so while I was too young to see A New Hope or Empire or Jedi during their first theatrical release, as long as I can remember loving anything, I can remember loving Star Wars. It also means that, for as long as I can remember, the Star Wars series has always been synonymous with both the kitsch
You C-3PO cereal from Kellogg's
and the camp. For all the richness of its universe and the awesomeness of its characters, Star Wars has always had a side to it that's kind of goofy.
Oh, don't be so ridiculous, R2. Under rules are for Earthlings.
I mean, George Lucas has never really shied away from pimping out the Star Wars franchise, you know, without any noticeable remorse. I mean, you know, Star Wars toys, you know, Star Wars hamburgers, Star Wars sleeping bags, Star Wars tape dispensers.
Spaceballs the flamethrower!
I mean, is watching a digital Han Solo bump and grind his way along to a second-rate Weird Al parody any worse than the evil Sith Lord Darth Vader being reduced to a plastic potato head?
Release your anger.
I mean, it's not like Star Wars characters have never sung before. And it's not like Star Wars characters have never danced before. And I mean, are we really going to completely disregard the vomit-inducing plush toy mosh pit that ends Return of the Jedi? So you see, with the release of Kinect Star Wars and the Galactic Dance-Off mode, I can't all of a sudden get upset about George Lucas taking an enormous shit on my childhood. He's pretty much been shitting on my childhood since before I was even born. So is Kinect Star Wars' dance mode really the worst thing to ever happen to the Star Wars franchise? Not at all. It's not even the worst thing to happen to Star Wars games. So while the bulk of the game may be a poorly controlled mess, completely worthy of the 5.5 it scored on IGN, if you ask me, the dance-off mode is its only real redeeming feature. I mean, Galactic Dance-Off mode fully embraces the tacky side of the Force, which has been integral to the series since it began. And for that reason alone, I've really got to say that it's probably the most authentic Star Wars experience we've had in years. Disagree? Just try not to let your anger lead to hate in the comments below.
Yeah, I'm feeling good tonight. Finally feeling free and it feels so